the Royals Rundown, powered by Royals Report.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Royals Rundown podcast, powered by Royals Report here on the Nordcast Network. I am your host here, Evan Dickinson, otherwise known as Royals Report, here to talk to you about the Royals, Phantoms, and all minor league hockey in Eastern Pennsylvania. So the Royals did just conclude a Wednesday's game against the Adirondack Thunder, and they are moving into a weekend here against the Adirondack Thunder as well. One at home, one on the road. It should be a pretty fun and exciting weekend here. But first off, let's go through the Wednesday game. And there's kind of a little bit to unravel here in this Wednesday game. So obviously it's against the Thunder. It is Petruzzelli versus Brodeur, and not Martin Brodeur, it's Jeremy Brodeur. And again, it's a matchup between two teams that have played a few times this season. The most recent game prior to this one was when Reading destroyed them at home, 7-3 final score. And if it weren't for Brodeur, to be honest with you, this game could have been the same fate. I'm not going to lie to you. TJ Friedman from Brandon McManus and Tyson Fawcett scored a minute 38 in, and it was already a 1-0 lead for Adirondack. It was a 2-on-1 backdoor pass. I don't blame Petruzzelli on that one whatsoever, but that was the last one he'd let in. He'd make 16 saves corresponding right after that. Doesn't really sound like a lot, but regardless, he was good for the rest of the game. The Royals then tied it not long afterwards. It was Meehan from Voigt who gets his first point with the Royals, and Carson Golder, who picked up the secondary assist, and it was a 1-1 hockey game after 20 minutes of play. And there would not be a goal scored until overtime, but the Royals absolutely pummeled the Thunder in that sequence. Let's go through the shots, because I think the shots really do display it very well. First period, 15-4. Second period, 11-7. Third period, only 5-4. Not a lot of shots in that third period. Overtime, 8-2. The Royals were by far the better team in this game, and really nobody can argue that with me. I thought both teams were just terrible on the PK and the power play. Honestly, both sides were not that good. It took until overtime, but it's Hunter Johannes again from Jake Willits and Connor McMenamin, making it a 2-1 win for the Royals. Hunter now through 4 games played, and I posted this on the Royals Report Facebook page. This guy's been phenomenal. Since joining the Royals, as I try and pull up the stats here real quick so I can read them confidentially off of here and not just try and, guess them. 3 games played, 4 goals, 1 assist, 5 points, an overtime winner, a hat trick, and I posted for fun, -2 teeth. He has been absolutely amazing. He has been absolutely amazing. So much fun to watch. And again, I am, appalled. I didn't know that this guy was going to be this good. And honestly, if the Vinny Purpura trade was connected to this, I'm taking this all day. And I know people aren't going to like that. People think that I hate Purpura now. I'm taking this all day. I am taking this all day, in and out. Purpura was just our third string who sat up in the press box. I'm not going to deny that Purpura was a great player and he should have been getting playing time. But I look at Hunter Johannes and how this guy has been since joining the Royals. I would take this any day of the week over a guy who just sits in the press box. I'm sorry. And again, there was a lot of criticism from people to me about that moment, and with Peters obviously trading away Purpura. Listen, we are a developmental league. We are a developmental team. We're not here to necessarily go out and win a Kelly Cup, although it would be nice. We are here to develop the players that are supposed to be able to Lehigh Valley but aren't up there getting playing time right now because of the current systems they have. That's why there's so many guys who are under AHL contract who are down here infield in Reading. So again, that's kind of the way that I look at that when people ask me about my thoughts on that. But again, Johannes has been incredible. Highlighting as well too, Ty Voigt got his first assist as a Royal, his first point. I thought Voigt wasn't necessarily invisible, like I said on the broadcast, but he has a good side to his game where he's good at chipping pucks off the boards and being a player who can maybe be solid defensively as well, play a good defensive side to his game too. So I like Voit from that perspective, but overall in terms of offense, just not that much there. But hey, he got his first assist of the year and his first assist with the Reading Royals, and I think that should be very happy with here for sure. And again, it was a great game from the Royals nonetheless. Carson Golder scored his 22nd point, I believe. When you look at ECHL stats, he leads all Royals forwards in points. And he is currently ranked a little bit lower in terms of those rankings, but now he is up to 21 points on the season, 9 goals, 12 assists. He's been absolutely incredible. He ranks in the top 30 in terms of scores. He's not that far away there, too. I never really kind of acknowledged this, but there are guys who are up there that are getting offense. Like, for example, Ben Meehan, 14 points, 4 goals, 10 assists, is ranked in the top 25 as well. Again, they don't have guys who necessarily have a lot of players who are scoring at a really high level, but they do have a lot of guys who are playing very well and are playing pretty solid at this level. So what's interesting is that Keith Petruzzelli, he has a .921 save percentage in 14 games played. When you look at goaltenders with a minimum of 13 games played, Petruzzelli ranks 4th amongst all those goaltenders in terms of save percentages. He has been pretty phenomenal this season. Or sorry, 5th. I can't read. He's ranked 5th amongst all those ECHL goaltenders this season in save percentage with a minimum of 13 games played. He's been awesome this year, and I think people don't really want to admit that. What's interesting is that he has a losing record, yet he's still performing at this level. It's absolutely phenomenal how good he's been with this Royals team. And yeah, just you look at heading into the upcoming weekend against the Thunder, you kind of want to do the same things you just did. Again, you dominated them in this first game. Now I'm expecting it's going to be Peretz to start on Friday, followed by Petruzzelli on Saturday. It seems like Peters is just rolling a back and forth. It's kind of how he's going with things here, but I think that's kind of their plan, to be honest with you. And I look at, how the Royals played in that Wednesday, just do the same thing you did. Just accept you got to get offense past these goalies. I'm assuming it'd be Brennan starting, but it could be Brodeur. We'll see. Again, the Royals just need to do exactly what they just did this past week. If they do that, they will come out of here with at least 2 of 4 points. I think the expectation should be you should get all of these points, because now when you look in terms of the North Division, they're second. They are now 4 points ahead of the Mariners. They are obviously 9 points back of Wheeling. You're going to take a while to get to them. They have played more games than anybody in their division, so I do want to say that. They've also played more games than just about anybody in the entire ECHL. There's a few teams that have played more than them, but there's a lot of teams, like, for example, when you look at just the North Division alone, you have the Thunder, who have played 4 games less than the Royals, the Mariners, who have played 5 games less. Like, there's a lot of teams in this division that have played a lot less than the Royals have, and it's shown, obviously, in the standings. But the Royals currently rank 8th in the ECHL. They are obviously 2nd in the North Division in the conference. They are 5th, which just shows how crazy the South Division is. Like, again, you look at the league standings, Everblades, Comets, Stingrays, it's phenomenal. But regardless, I'm going too far ahead of myself here. The Royals need at least 2 of 4 points for me to be satisfied on this weekend. If they have really anything shorter than that, I'm not big on it. I'm not going to lie to you. But that doesn't mean they will come out of this weekend playing well. They can beat this Adirondack team. They've shown they can. And let's just hope for the best here in this upcoming weekend. Let me know your predictions and thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like down below. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the Nordcast Network. I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, that is it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let's go Royals.